These are the 5 ways IMAN GADZHI changed my life. First, a little bit about me. My name is Webb. I'm 15 years old. I was born in the States, but I've lived in a few different places. I've lived in Dallas, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, Mexico City, Bogota, Colombia. Alright, the first main way IMAN changed my life is he changed my whole outlook on making money. And I'm going to keep this pretty short and concise, because if I don't, then I could talk for a couple hours. The first thing is, I always thought you had to work a 9 to 5 to make money, but IMAN told me that, or showed me that wasn't necessarily true. I always thought you had to work a 9 to 5 job for 30 years to become successful at age 55. I also always thought you had to work for somebody else, but IMAN showed me, once again, that wasn't true. He mentioned creating a business, which is one of the only ways to achieve time freedom, financial freedom, and location freedom. Because even professional athletes and actors are told when and where to show up, and owning your business is really the only way to achieve all 3 freedoms. The second way IMAN changed my life is through a thing called monk mode. Monk mode is amazing. I went from scrolling on my phone 5+ hours a day and not accomplishing anything to exercising every single day. I was on my phone for less than an hour each day. I was reading every day. I was meditating every day. I was journaling every day. I wasn't consuming any caffeine. Having a controlled structure in your day helps you get work done so easily. The third way IMAN changed my life is through this thing called dopamine detoxing. I deleted all my social medias. That includes Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, if you use Facebook. Stopped playing video games. I stopped indulging in instant gratification, like eating junk food, watching movies and shows. Instead of instant gratification, there's this thing called delayed gratification, and it's doing the hard things, especially when you don't feel like it. For example, reading books, journaling, exercising, meditating, working on a business. All these things you'd probably prefer to sit down, watch a show, eat a bowl of popcorn, but you gotta do the things that you don't want to do right away so it pays in the long run. Because delayed gratification is all about long-term pleasure and happiness instead of short-term pleasure. Because me personally, I'd prefer to be happy with my life in the long run than to be happy sitting there watching a new TV show or movie than just to be happy for a couple hours. I already talked about reading, journaling, and meditating a little bit, but the fourth way IMAN has changed my life is through reading, journaling, and meditating. IMAN had a video a while back about a couple books. I'm going to talk about 3 of them. The first book, Atomic Habits. I don't know if the camera is going to be inverted or not. But this book is all about making progress every day. Just getting 1% better, putting one foot in front of the other, and keep going. It doesn't matter how small the progress you make is, as long as you're making forward progress. Just don't take any steps back, just keep going forward. And the progress, if you're just making 1% better every day, that progress will compound and you will see remarkable results in the years to come. And The Way of Superior Man. This book is also a really good book. It's all about having your masculine energy and how a man's value is defined. Definitely read that book. The book also talks a lot about having freedom as a man, and I don't know if it's 100% true, but I'm pretty sure it was talking about freedom as in time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. And the last book I'm going to talk about today is The Millionaire Fastlane. This book points out what is wrong with the old go to college, get a degree, get a job, work hard, retire rich model. This book defines wealth in a new way, getting rich younger rather than older, and building your own path to wealth, success. Another way IMAN changed my life was through journaling. Getting your thoughts on paper is very helpful. Being able to look back a few days, weeks, months, years even, to see your ups and downs, where you're struggling, where you can improve, what you did well. So pretty much learning from your mistakes helps, or can help you with journaling. Getting your thoughts on paper is great too. The main benefit I've noticed is I'm present whenever I journal. I feel in the moment. I'm not thinking about what I did yesterday. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to do tomorrow. You just are journaling. Meditation, honestly, it's probably one of the best things I've started doing. First of all, you feel present just like journaling. Also found from personal experience that meditation improves my mood. And the fifth and final way IMAN has changed my life is through consistency and discipline. IMAN is one of the most consistent people on YouTube, and he has been uploading a few times a week for 6 years. IMAN has uploaded his ups and downs since he was 15 years old. That is just insane. That's longer than any other content creator in the self-help and business space. There were probably days where he didn't want to record and upload a video to YouTube, but he did it anyway. And some of the ways it changed my life is I started doing like schoolwork and working on my business, especially when I didn't feel like it. Also, most days I didn't feel like going to the gym, but I did it anyway. Sometimes I feel like I can skip meditation or reading or journaling, but I know I shouldn't do it, so I just meditated, journaled, and read anyway. As I said earlier in the book Atomic Habits, it's all about making progress every day. It doesn't exactly matter how big the progress is. Like, for example, you could read 13 pages in a book or you could read 60. It doesn't matter. As long as you read something that day, you are making forward progress and it is helping you in the long run. And to wrap up this video, a big thanks to you, IMAN. You don't understand how much you've changed my life in just a few months and the lives of many others around the world. Keep doing what you do best. Thank you, IMAN.